As long as you want. I always think it's interesting when we see like these like a film where we have actors breaking the fourth wall, showing the process of acting, but technically while acting. So we see these two performers preparing for roles, they're rehearsing together, and everything kind of starts to get too real with their chemistry. And because you have this underlying chemistry that it seems like they're trying their best to avoid, she's in a relationship, things like that, but they have a lot in common. And you start to see that over the course of the time in the dialogue. It's very a simple concept, two people talking, but the connection is really what pushes the story along.
As long as you want. I found this really interesting and really intriguing. Um, Obviously, there was a lot of different things kind of playing into this. The attraction and the importance of being with somebody that really like sees you and that maybe isn't exactly like you but values the same things or has the same viewpoint on things that you, maybe not the same viewpoint, but are willing to at least have the conversation or willing to move on or have a good reason for things that are really important to you, like marriage, like kids, like where you're going to settle down and live, what kind of life you want to create in the long term. I think that this really highlights the importance of those things, and I feel like, which has been definitely been true for me as I've gotten older, that those things that are really important to me have just gotten clearer and clearer and clearer. And finding somebody that also that you can have that kind of conversation with, first of all, and that you can have a good, you find equal footing, you find common ground in the majority of those things, is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. But when you're clearly, she's unhappy in her current relationship, she feels like she's standing at a crossroads, and then right in front of her she seemingly has found someone that she is comfortable with, and they can have these conversations, and that it seems like a lot of the things are kind of lining up. I do think that in general you should like get your house in order before you invite people in. So she should handle her business with her ex, or maybe not quite ex, before jumping into something new. But there is such an importance in being with someone that sees you, that you feel comfortable with, that you can have these conversations with, and that you feel heard and respected. And I think that this just was a fun way to kind of highlight that.
As long as you want. I love that this short film so much, was so brilliantly made. I mean, the production quality is a bit, limited, but the script, the performances are terrific. I really love the way the filmmakers explored the subject of love and relationships and the complexities of it. Um, I was a bit nervous through the film because he's obviously into her and she has a boyfriend. So it was really, freaking out about what was going to happen between them because they have a nice dynamic. And I was thinking that maybe he was going to make a wrong move or anything, but no. He was quite a gentleman. He respected her limits, and they admitted their feelings for each other, and it was beautiful. I also like the way they talk about what it means success, what it means love someone, marriage, and all of that. I think that it's a very honest film. It knows how to deal with real emotions, and it doesn't get too tricky. It's honest, but at the same time, it's very clean on its subjects, on its messages. Um, I like it very much. Yes, well done. And the opening was very intense. I was very intrigued by the things the girl says, and it was cool to find out that it was a, an audition. I also like to see how the acting process worked, the acting exercises. That was very interesting to see too. So yeah, well done.